Hi guys, this is Haunted School back again with another video, and today we have got another key prop to my haunt this year, and as you can see it's from the Halloween store once again. And yeah, I think Halloween store are really hitting it out of the park with props this year. Definitely the best store in the UK for life-size animatronics and props in general that I know of. So yeah, got this huge shipping box as you can see in these shots here. It kind of did get a bit damaged up in shipping because it's obviously from the States, but that's understandable. And yeah, I've actually cut the box open, so it should be quite easy to do. So let's give it a lift and show you what's inside. You can kind of see what's giving it away is the Spirit logo. Yes, this is a Spirit Halloween prop, and yeah, a very good one, and one that I've been most hyped about ever since the reveals. So let's get it open and show you what I've got. And wow, there really is nothing like seeing that Spirit Halloween logo with being a haunter in the UK. And as you can see here, we got the creepy Rising Doll remake. And yeah, this box is awesome. I do own the smaller version of Creepy Rising Doll, and it's actually a lot smaller, this box is. And from what I understand, this is the big version. There you can see the picture. We got this Halloween store sticker, which is a really nice addition. Really adds the store's mark onto the prop. And right here it says Creepy Rising Doll, and below that is a read up of the features of what it does and how big it actually gets to. As we move on to the side, we've got some pictures showing kind of what it does. Once again, Creepy Rising Doll. The torso slowly rises upward. As you can see, it's got arrows pointing up to it growing to full size. It's got the glowing eyes and moving mouth. I really love the way the mouth splits open on this. It makes it look so creepy. And on the back, it basically does give you a little story about this particular prop. And I really like how Spirit are doing this. I also know Menacing Molly that I got. She also has one, so if you want to pause, go ahead. And here are all the features that she includes. Like that this has an external speaker jack, because I don't think the small one does have that. It is also step pad and try me button compatible, and also for indoor and covered porch use only. And as we get to the bottom, basically all the Spirit branding stuff. Basically all this information that you don't really need to know. And yeah, there you go. As I flip you around to the other side, it basically has a full picture of Creepy Rising Doll, stands at 5'4" and rises to 6'9", which is absolutely epic. So yeah, I'm going to get this out for you guys right now, and let's give you a peek of what it actually looks like inside. And it's got the zombie tech squad type thing here, so if you have any issues with your prop, make sure to get in touch with them and they'll happily sort you out. But with being in the UK, could be a bit of a problem, so let's get it out. So now all of the pieces are out of the box. As you can see, here is a good view of everything you get. There's quite a few pieces, but the assembly does look to be pretty simple, so let's go over them. You got this base, which finally includes the updated side supports, which I know the Wailing Phantom has. That's really cool. And you got this white box, which includes the adapter, and the Halloween store have really kindly thrown in a converter so I can use this on UK mains, which is always good, because I won't have to go through the issues of sourcing one out, so that's always good. Right here you have the head and arm mechanism, which you can manually move. It is kind of like spring loaded, so that's how the head does rise up when she does rise. You got the hunchback piece, which is the exact same as the original one. And right here, obviously we got the head. Head does look amazing on this, I have to admit. They really did a cracking job on it. And right here we got the new rising mechanism, which this is really cool. It's basically just an updated pop-up mechanism without the spring, I assume. But yeah, you've got sensor there too. You've got the cables and the module attached to that. You've got a bag full of clothes, which is the robe and the hood. And we got instructions, which I'll show you in a bit. You've got both arms, which right and left. You You can see right there. And right here we do have this little piece which this does come into making the mechanism reset, which I'll show how to do that in a minute. You got the B poles, which are for them supports to plug into, and you got the C poles, which are just plug in above them. Yeah. And right here we got the instructions, which are very well printed, and once again, Spirit have done an amazing job of instructions this year. Shows you in full detail of how to put these together, shows you all the pieces there, and as we go over to here, these are the first steps to constructing it, and kind of just progresses to fully getting this together. And on the back you got some extra step pad instructions and how the module works, as you can see right here. And as we move on to the other side, got operation instructions, storage information and stuff like that. And finally, last but not least, we actually have packing instructions, which is amazing because sometimes it can be such a pain to pack props away, which I'm yet to experience this one myself, but I'm sure that will come in very helpful. So without any further ado, let's cut to the time-lapse setup of Creepy Rising Doll. So finally, after about 5 to 10 minutes of setup, she is fully up, and wow, this is awesome. I'm honestly speechless by seeing this big version, and it just completely blows my expectations out of the water. Like, just seeing this thing right in front of me and actually seeing it turned off, it genuinely looks terrifying. And just look at the posture as well, like how it's all slumped over. I don't think this one crouches as much as the other one. But yeah, let's go into a detail real quick. As you can see, you've got these nice sculpted cracks in the head, which the head is a solid plastic, whereas the other one was kind of like vacuum form. And the face, right here, the eyes are actually much better quality. The overall paintwork is just phenomenal, especially that teardrop effect that's going down the eyes. The mouth is amazing. Like, look at this when it opens. The crack bits in it actually look like it does have teeth, which is generally a really nice addition, and it just looked great being displayed like that, to be honest. And as we move on to the body, you can kind of see the IR sensor, and here are the bits of fabric that come off the hood. She's kind of got multiple layers. Kind of looks like it's all charred and obviously very worn out, and you got this black fabric underneath to kind of give it the structure. The arms themselves are actually quite good quality. As you can see, they kind of just start up here, and there's a better look at how it kind of looks slumped over. But the arms are in the same L shape as the other one, which couldn't really be better, to be honest. The hands look great. I think they're slightly less detailed than the original ones though. I remember the original ones having a bit more cracks in them, which they are still the same sculpt, which is still really good. They are held on by Velcro with the cloth up there. And another thing I have to say about the sensor is that it's really good because it's actually not attached to the chest, like it just velcros to the suit itself. Moving down a robe, you got all of these drapes of freaky fabric, which looks so effective and amazing. And here's a look underneath. You actually can see the new supports that were added on this one. They actually make this so much more sturdier, especially with it being so tall. When it's fully risen, it will need them, especially if you have this outside. And here's a side-on look at her. It looks really good once again. It really does. It's really one of them props that does take a big space up. Like when it's slumped over, as you can see right here, the head goes really far out, even when it's at full height, and the arms are all spread out. You'll really see that in a minute. And moving on to the inside of her, you can kind of see how this mechanism works. this piece kind of just hooks onto that little piece that we shown earlier, and it pushes the head down and makes the arms go in, which is really awesome design and very slick as well. You've got this button which you actually can press to retract the mechanism, which is great and makes it easier to set up. Onto the module itself, you can see here is the adapter jack. It also has a volume control right there, and you also have an external speaker, which is awesome, and the step pad jack, and it does have this IR sensor mode, step pad mode, and constant, which constant I'm not really too much of a fan of because it goes off literally all the time, and as it does have one phrase, it can get annoying after a while. So let's kind of button this up and get ready to show you Creepy Rising Doll in all of her glory.
Hello, do you want to play with me? Let's play a game. The rules are very simple. Come over here and I'll show you. Don't be afraid. Come a little closer. That's right. Here, let me stand up so I can see you.
Ah, yes. Now I can see you. You look good enough to eat. We can play hide and seek if you want to. You run, and I'll find you. I love a good chase.
Hello, do you want to play with me? Let's play a game. The rules are very simple. Come over here and I'll show you. Don't be afraid. Come a little closer. That's right. Here, let me stand up so I can see you.
Ah, yes. Now I can see you. You look good enough to eat. We can play hide and seek if you want to. You run, and I'll find you. I love a good chase.
And there you go, that is Creepy Rising Doll in all of her glory, and what can I say, she was an amazing prop from the start. Creepy Rising Doll has always been my favourite spirit prop of all time, genuinely because it's meant to be this little girl posing as this doll, and then all of a sudden it turns demonic. It's such a great concept, and it's something that's the stuff of nightmares. And this version, with all the tweaks that have been made, even things down to the new head, the sound quality being so clear on this, like the demonic voice has so much bass in it, and also I love the hesitation at the top of the rising, like when it's up at full height. It's really one of the things this prop needed from the start. And also to note, she is absolutely massive at full height. She completely dominates the room and this area, which I am going to use her in my horns. She has nearly 7 feet, I think, and she goes to about 5'4" when she's at small height, which is still pretty decent. I think as it goes down to quality, they have only made this thing better, especially with that new pop-up mechanism type design. I think that's going to last a long time, and it looks much more better than that pulley mechanism that the old one had. The new head on this, it looks so much better in terms of quality and sculpt. I like the paint on the old one. I think that was a little more creepy, and same goes for the hands as well. I think structure wise, I think this one is a lot more durable, especially with added supports on the base. That's a lot better. The animation is just as good, if not better, especially in that mouth. That mouth is one of my favourite bits. And also I noticed with the way she turns demonic, the eyes actually do turn purple for a second as the transition, which is a nice touch. I think the only downside to the animation is that this one doesn't crouch as much as the other one. A lot of people have said that before and I agree. But yeah, there you go. That's my review of the Spirit Halloween 2023 Creepy Rising Doll. Spirit are amazing this year. This year has been 100% for me, to be honest. And if I haven't mentioned before in this video, she is made by Seasonal Visions, or SVI, as they're better known by. And I want to give a huge thank you to the Halloween store, as I mentioned earlier on in this video. I highly recommend you go over to their website and check out this prop. It is currently £370, which I understand it is quite a hefty sum for some people, but if you're looking for a prop that's this creepy and something that's definitely not the type of thing you'll find over here in the UK, this one is 100% for you, and I'm so happy I got it, because there couldn't have been a better item that would have fit into my haunt this year than this prop right here. As it's creepy, it's big, it's good quality, and it's everything I could have wanted out of the prop. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked, please give it a like, and also subscribe to the channel for more Halloween content, as I'd really appreciate that. And leave a comment down below on your thoughts of Creepy Rising Doll, or if you guys are going to pick her up. And till the next video, this is your guide for all things spooky.